A good lucky number is 10. Welcome to the Bigger Play where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. Want to welcome you to our next lucky number, our installment number 10, episode 10, where we're going to go through a rundown of what we do on a regular basis. I really appreciate you being here forever and a day. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to make some corrections. We're going to get it together because we trust you because you trust us. All right? I need y'all to make it make sense early.
Trying to talk about us, but they're not even funny. Like y'all, we had a comedy show.
A lot of people gave y'all
They gave us our props, and I fuck with those people. But a lot of people tried to down us.
Somebody tried to down your ass.
What do you mean?
They want to smell your seat. You talking about down you.
That was kind of weird. That one was kind of pedophilia. I get that one was nasty.
Let's be for real. Use your fucking brain.
Come on, Shaq.
Nobody fucking with my people.
I'm fucking with
We
you.
did bitches, and how I know we are.
Y'all listen to
It's
bitches.
because
Clap it up for
everybody
them
talks
bitches.
about
Clap it
it.
up for them bitches. Man. Clap it up for them bitches. I gave you a clap for the whole thing. I just said what the fuck you said. You said y'all.
Sorry, I'll buy you another shot.
You want me some pussy? Fuck the shot. Hell no. I had some pussy after that. That's some pussy. You talk loud as shit.
For real, stop playing with my folks.
We ain't. We trying to eat some pussy. That's all. We all just trying to eat pussy all night. That's, what the fuck? You wore that outfit say eat my pussy. And we can't say I want to eat some
I don't
pussy?
give a fuck what my outfit say. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't care what my mouth say.
Okay, and that's cool, but they
Nah,
need to
I'm
come
fucking with you.
If they don't stand on business, come with better jokes.
Talk to him.
This a comedy club.
Talk to him. Yeah. Mahalia Jackson for president. Y'all give it up for her. On business. Anybody else want to say something? Hold up. Anybody else got something to say? Anybody else?
No, they don't have shit to say. I said
How you talking for them? You the delegation of the band,
because
bitch?
these are my folks.
Okay.
They're good.
Titties, how you feel?
Teddy's not her name.
She ain't told me her name.
She's with hands. I see.
Titty has a fun. She was.
Hey, you ever been outside, right? And you kick it with somebody, you think they cool, they think you cool, but you get them out in the middle of a comedy show or a club, they act a complete plumb idiot fool. You like, damn. Now, to me, for no reason, you come to a comedy show, you be a heckler. You get embarrassed because dude is a professional and he do this professionally, and he might not go as hard as he can go. He give you a pass, but you keep pushing the line. What do that mean? What I see is it means outside in my regular life, outside this comedy show, I'm bringing the energy from my regular life to this establishment, and I want the attention. I want the emphasis on me. I want to be disrespectful and I want to get away with it. And I got a lot of personal demons that I'm fighting through. And now I'm here with you. I'm finna try to take it out on you. Makes no sense. I never understood why a person can't come. All right, add your 2 cents. You've been in a situation where you weren't doing too well on whatever it is. And somebody motivates you and encourages you to do better. And at that particular time, they did it in an appropriate way, so you accepted it. However, they may have did it in a not so appropriate way, and you caught some, bumped heads and some resistance. I get it, you drunk. All right. But you still being extra after your counterpart try to tell you, whoa, you're making us look bad. And then you finna go viral for I can get it and use it as a teaching mechanism, as a teaching tool, as a teaching lesson to try to tell the next person what not to do. If you get outside, if I know you and you know me, we think we know each other, and you get outside with me and you act a fool, that means something's up with you. You're not right. You're not really who you say you is. You're not living that life that you say you living. You don't got that chill option about you like you claim that you do. Hence, you gotta get out, seek attention, act a fool, jump up and down, try to get people to. It ain't your show, baby. If it was your show, you would have been checking the bag from it. But see how you ain't checking the bag. Whoo! Jesus, Mary and Joseph, it ain't your show. But you so gung-ho on being extra, that's just what you choose to do. Welcome to the Bigger Play, where the rubber meets the road, and we get straight to it. Appreciate you every single time for chopping up with the kid. We finna get informative. We got a few people that we're gonna reach out to eventually. We got a booming session that we're gonna bring to y'all on a regular basis. And it's getting better. You see how I had to move the mic over there? There's some mistakes being made, but they say you can't learn without making them, you know what I'm saying, the mistakes. And once you figure out it was a learning process, guess what? It's okay to make them mistakes. The mic was over there. I didn't even realize I had to pull it over here. Then I set it down because I thought I was doing the real. Then I got my mind right in the midst of talking to y'all, and I boom that mother right here. Y'all see that? We tapped every little second, every little step of the way. Y'all gonna catch a little inkling of this, a little inkling of that. It's gonna get better and better and better. Know y'all getting ready for the call-ins. I'm trying to warm y'all up to see where we gonna be going. When you call in, you gonna pop up. Booyah. I'm scooting over. It's me and you. No truer two. Yeah. So once again, it's a nice weekend. And we gonna get it cracking. And I appreciate y'all being here. So I'm gonna ask y'all to make it make sense when the young lady come in and tell the comedian, oh, you yapping and you talking and you knocked her. She did a lot. Security really posed a bump, but he was going back and forth with us, Jones, and so they made it like it was cool, but Shouty, you was out of line. If you want to put on a show for your people, hold it in your basement or hold it in the YMCA in your part of town. Hey, man, say, man, you don't want to play, man. We just here on a regular basis. We can go with the best of them, the rest of them. We're going to do this every day. These are fact, you know. But some people might speak fiction. So we're going to go on to this next segment. And I want y'all to let me know at this particular time, are we dealing with facts or are we dealing with fiction? Okay. Let's find out.
I just really want you to know that I love the way you take care of me. Remember when
I'll say this and then I'm done. If you go through the comment section of this video and you see all of the responses from the men, especially black men, it really shows just how much they need to be affirmed and validated and how much they've been missing that. And that really touched me. That's all I have to say. I think that we all need affirmation from ourselves and each other, but going through the comment section, I get it. I get it now. Y'all need us.
Fact or fiction? Do that black man need to be affirmed and validated? Because he ain't getting affirmed and validated. He out in Chicago on the street, homeless, all over the city. Fact or fiction? So some people will be like, to each his own. He need the young lady to encourage him and give him a certain type of energy just so that he can feel validated. Sounds good. But a man gonna be a man. You ain't got to affirmate over him. I'm gonna wake up every day. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna tell my son, get up out the bed, it's time to go. I'm gonna look at him, get in there and brush your teeth, wash up, he gonna straggle. We're going to figure it out. We're going to work our way out that door. We're going to lock them doors. We're going to get them together. We're going to jump in that whip. We're going to take that 15-minute drive, no traffic, 20 to 25 in traffic. We're going to boom them to that school. We're going to do all that without an affirmation or a phone call. Period. He going to boom in that school. He going to say, Daddy, I missed my bus. We missed the field trip today. Can you just give me an early dismissal and I can come home with you? Boy, get your ass up in that building and figure it out. No affirmation. You gotta be there at 7:45 to 7:50, no later than 7:55. I get you there at 7:54, because that's what daddies do. Sometimes we get there at 7:40. Other time we get there at 8:10. Regardless. Boom. I'm gone. Back at the house. Go take care of my business. Do what I had to do. You might get a text here and there about whatever. Can I borrow this? Can you loan me this? Big bro, still ain't no, you did? Ain't no validation and no affirmation. We doing what we gotta do. Cause we men. This is what men do. I wanna know, is it fact or fiction? Do you need that? But the real man ain't gonna get that outside of who he is. You know he get out 2:45. I gotta be back out there. I'm booming. I'm over here working, taking care of that business. Hit the studio. Go over there, take care of that business. Hit the graphics. Go over there, get down in there. Drop an episode for the podcast. Edit the episode for the podcast. Drop them shorts. Edit the episode for the shorts. All in between and in between time, you taking phone calls. Yes, sir. I'm going to hit you back in a minute. Give me a minute. All right, you trying to take care of a business venture. You trying to take care of new ventures. You trying to take care of a young lady might call your phone that you may have met, and you trying to disclose to her, hey, young lady, I know we was out. I was promoting the party, but I got a lady over here. No affirmations at this point. No validation. You can't get up until this point. So right now, it's probably about 9:30. We ain't even made it to 2:45. So if you needed validation, I mean, you feeling the need to, please, stroke the ego. Give me, nah. Come on. She said all black men. She might have meant some black men, a few black men, a few good men. Now, ain't nothing wrong with letting him know who he is, but that ain't validation. That's you recognizing the true leader and the true servant he is to the Most High. Almighty. The Most High Almighty. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, after that, you say, man, you know what? I'm going to hit moons. I'm going to get me something to eat if I don't feel like putting me put that little turkey sausage in there with them eggs, a little bit of that cheese, a little bit of light salt and pepper, put a little oatmeal together and make you a little breakfast, or you might leave the oatmeal out and get them turkey sausages, boom, boom, and you're going to hit that little breakfast light, get you a nice little orange juice, nice little water. Yeah. I ain't seen the validation. And a bill got to get paid in the midst of that. Yes, sir. Oh, a bill got to get paid. It's finna get paid. It finna get paid. No validation. Boom. Midday. You take a meeting. You got a meeting on some investments that you got brewing. That meeting gonna be about an hour and a half. You sitting down. You got your notepad. You got your projection. You got your project sheet. You dealing with whatever they want to talk to you about. You got your notes ready. You sitting down. Y'all having that meeting. Boom. No validation. Fact or fiction? Sometimes you don't have to be weak, but sometimes a man will come to you and open up to you, and because you don't want to be bothered, you would feel overwhelmed by him opening up. When in reality, He just really trying to be transparent and have a conversation with you like how you had with him. But because you ain't gonna admit it, you don't want to be bothered. You feel like, oh, fuck, you a man. Be quiet. I'm a young lady. I'm dealing with real issues that ain't comparing to nothing he dealing with. We ain't gonna even go there. But I don't want to hear that. Understand me. Listen to me. This is what I'm dealing with, and that's all what it's about. And I need you to open the ear, and I need you to fix this, even though it ain't your problem. Yeah. I'ma need you to fix it. Fact or fiction. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to fix it. And I'm gonna irritate you while I'm doing it. I'm gonna get on your nerve while I'm doing it. Fact or fiction. Do you need affirmation and validation from your woman? And if you do, ain't nothing wrong with it. We ain't even hit 2 o'clock yet. We back in the pod. We back working. We might have to get us a fruit, apple or orange, nice glass of water. Took about 2 or 3 more phone calls in that process. Huh? Okay. All right. Boom. It's time to go up here and, take care of that business. You gonna take care of that business. You bring that baby back to the crib or you take that baby to practice. No affirmations. And I left out a few little intricate details in there, If you ain't got fresh and clean at that time, you gonna do it after the fact or you did it last night. You hear me? Then you gotta figure out a way to put that wiggle on and get right. Fact or fiction, man? You looking for validation, affirmation, or is you good? Yeah. The encouragement part, anybody can use that. Instead of being a yapper in his ear, irritating his spirit, irritating him, you saying to him, you know what? I appreciate everything you doing. I love the fact that you are great. You a GOAT. And I know as a result of you being a GOAT, our offspring gonna be a bigger GOAT. So anybody can use a level of encouragement from their squad, from their support, and from their team. So that's something to pay attention to. Ooh. Hence, I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor and pay attention now. It gets serious out here because, I be thinking like people solid, people real. So I know they be gaslighting. I know they be clout chasing, but they put it out here as if they ain't clout chasing. So I'm gonna need you to pay attention. Okay? You ready? Hashtag pay attention.
I keep telling y'all, you is like the third person I'm told.
Hold on, explain that.
If you're with a condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
So you 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count. Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
that's not gonna
that's
count.
different. Wait, so that means
Hey, listen. So if I had 100 bodies, and cause she says she used a condom, it don't count, even though y'all might have interacted and y'all energies interacted. We know for a fact that's what happened, how it don't count. So this the cap of it all. I can argue with somebody to every fault of my own, no fault of theirs. And I can make that argument be whatever I deem it to be. It was no fault of theirs, all me. I can manipulate, I can agitate, I can make it as though it's what I'm saying it is, when in reality, it's not that. I was the cause of that. I initiated that, and I was bogus. So you got to pay attention to the type of games that certain energies play. Certain energies will play a game long enough and well enough to get you to a point where you believe that nonsense. You think it's funny, ain't shit funny. Whenever we connect, that's the energy that's crossing paths, especially from a woman. Because a lot of people don't want to give the man credit and credence to who he is in nature. We can lay with you ain't got an emotion attached at all. Now, a woman can too. But when she reached that point, she has become a savage. She has disconnected herself away from her nature. When she can be like, no, I don't. Because typically, the woman ain't going to move like that. That's why she in so much hurt and pain, because she haven't been taught when you hurt her. Because otherwise, if she was cool, she'll just be out here doing whatever and whoever under the sun, and she'll be righteous. But because she righteous, she not moving like that. And it's going to pain her to see you move in your nature, because her nature don't allow her to understand your nature. Okay? Hence, we got an issue. That's why a woman can get out here and say, hey, pay attention to me when I tell you. I slept with over 100 guys, and as a result, my feelings got involved. However, because I chose to use protection on 75%, the 75% don't count. God said a fool and his money will soon depart. I believe in that statement. That energy was also saying a fool and his thoughts. You a fool in your thoughts. And you believe that. So what count? What constitute that? That mean if you feel like that, young lady, I can step out on you, and as long as I use protection, you good. I don't want you. Please stay over there. It's double standards all over the place. Certain things you're going to be able to do, the world going to support it, the world going to represent it. Certain things I'm going to be able to do, the world going to support it, the world going to represent it. That's just what it is, so we're dealing with a double standard. And because you got people over here that's willing to do it all and sacrifice it all for you to speak like how you speaking, you choose to put that rhetoric in the world. When in actuality, it's rhetoric. It makes no sense. Nothing. Nan. Nathan. Not a Nathan, Nan, nothing. Makes no sense. Yeah. And you got to pay attention to those that speak that out their mouth. Now, if you smart, you going to say, regardless of the protection, I don't like the energy that they displaying. So I'm going to make sure I put them on notice. I don't like your energy. And I'm almost ready to bounce, but I'm trying to be supportive of what you got going on. However, I ain't got to touch you, baby. And I ain't got to even worry about your fellas. Listen up and listen close. You're going to be tested, tried and true in America, in the land of capitalism, in the land of a false sense of freedom. You're going to get tested. It's up to you to say to yourself, hold on, I got too much integrity to deal with this type of energy. So, shorty, I get it. You slept with 8 million people. But I respect you, and I respectfully decline your offer. That's the only way you're going to get through to correct her. She going to have to deal with a whole line of simps. And when you look at her and focus on who she is, then you have to deal with that representation of what she represents. And vice versa. It can go for you, Goofy. Yeah, you look goofy. I'm talking to you. What you gonna do? Right. It can go for you. You look at your class of women and now they know where you stand. So y'all need to pay attention. This one of them. Episode 10 came to win. Thank you. I'm feeling groovy. I'm feeling late and great. And it's a nice little night. And I'm finna hit the state. Night on the town. Tap in. We got a lot going on. We appreciate you being here. Joe, this ain't, hey man. Hey, look. This is a little something. If you want me to put you up on game of where this came from, go to my Patreon. I'm going to put you up on game where it came from. Yeah. I'm going to put you up on game. Tell you exactly where I got it from. And if you go to my Patreon, I'm going to let you know what it costs. I can put you up on all the flavor. Yeah. The nice little second piece. Yeah. Them come from Risk Madness. Yeah. A sponsor of the Bigger Play. Yep. Risk Madness. Yep. Them diamonds, we ain't gonna worry about where them came from. We gonna put you on Patreon and put you in the game. Boom, boom, boom. We can let you know where everything came from. And we got some merchandise at www.thebiggerplaypodcast.com. That's phenomenal. We got some stores. We got some things in store for you. Man, butter soft. Butter. Y'all like butter? Pay attention, man. Yeah, I don't think y'all paying attention. But let me ask you a question. In a situation that you get in and you have to ask yourself, okay, I see that. All right. You want to know how you going to play that situation. So I'm going to ask you right now, I want to know one thing. What we doing? Okay? I'm getting fly and I'm being respectful. But what we doing? Okay? Yeah, let's get turned up right now.
I saw you all over the place. You were with Bellator champion Johnny Eblon. How was that?
It was fun. It was good.
Okay. You got spotted. He just spent, what was it, $85,000 on you?
$85,000.
How do you feel about that? That's a lot of money.
Not a lot for him.
And right now he's currently a champion, 14-0.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a champion in the ring, but how about in bed?
I don't kiss and tell.
Okay. Nothing?
Mm.
So speaking of him being a champion, he has a fight coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think he's going to do?
I think he's going to kick.
And what if he loses?
Then I'm out.
Oh, just like that? You're out?
Mm-hmm.
If he loses?
Yeah.
Okay, even though he just spent $85,000 on you?
Yeah.
Oh
he has to win.
Okay.
He has to win.
What we doing? Is we giving $85,000 to somebody that's able to tell us, even if you lose, I'm walking away, I had to leave, I ain't, bro, what you got? Every day, I see somebody losing based on their level of ignorance, their level of unintelligence, they lack of education every day. Because they may think it's cute, men and women. This just what's out here, what we looking at. But it go for anybody. If you's a goofball, use a goofball. If you's a trifling, use a trifling. 80,000 shopping spree, like you doing that on the regular. To me, if I give you 80,000, your wig should be phenomenal. Your eyelashes, you could be cute because but 85. Okay. You gonna walk away and I just spent simping. In 2024 is at all-time high. The bigger play is here to teach all my young fellas, to teach all my grown men, to teach all my guys born with a purpose, figuring out their purpose, working towards who they are, focused on your purpose, who you are supposed to be. I'm here to tell you, don't you ever in your fucking life simp out like that. You don't have to. You don't have to. Everybody gonna be born the way they born. Everybody gonna move and groove the way they move and groove. So if you put yourself in an environment that's gonna allow your moving and grooving to be elevated, to allow your bornness, to allow your essence, to allow your existence to be elevated, vibe with that. Here I am. Ask me, I can tell you. I can tell you. I can look at you and say, hey, young fella, hey, man, you about 180, you 6'2", let me holler at you about what you need to put on to make you really. Hey, young fella, this is what we doing. I'm going to tell you what we doing. Dealing with clowns, this is what we doing. Hey, young fella, you about 5'3", 5'4", you about 140, 150. Let me tell you what type of you need to put on to really let your swag, because you got a lot of judges out here. People will judge you based on how you look. People will judge you based on how you walk. They'll judge you based on how you talk. They'll judge you based on what your money look like, what your bank account look like, your history, your friends, your circle. Goofiness. They'll judge you all goofiness. I'm going to help you get the tools that you need so that judgment can walk up on you and it just be walking. This is where it goes. Look, imagine judgment can't even touch your beard. You know, you can't touch it. This judgment. You ain't even seeing them. Hey, how you doing? This judgment. How you doing? What's going on with you? They can't even touch you. They can judge all day long. This is what we doing. Because she said you going to spend 85,000 wow on her. 85,000 wow. A cool 85,000 wow. If he don't win, I got to leave. I got to... Bitch. I'm going to put a stop to the madness, man. Y'all ain't got to even get in my inbox. This is what we finna do. We finna put the merch out here on a phenomenal level, and we finna sit right here, and you gonna be able to call in and talk and say how you feel. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. We ain't gonna criticize you, beat you up, or none of that. But we is gonna have some critical thinking sessions taking place so that we can help sharpen you up. Because there's too many people out here that ain't sharpened up. They scared to put on a new fabric. They scared to wear a new color. They scared to change their glasses. You could take them off, grab these. You ain't never got to be scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. What? I ain't never scared. What? Put you some fresh joints on. Lick them. You hear me? Put the new licks on them. This how we moving, man. And I know you're hating, but we gonna let you hate because you just spent 85,000. Wow. Ooh, boy, it's a new day. It really is. Butter soft. And in reality, she said that I didn't. That's our next lick. You ready for the next lick?
All right, guys, let's talk about this. A man divorced his wife for withholding sex. He said they had sex twice in 2 years. Now, we did an episode on Wifed Up Now What, where we talked about sexless marriages. Sexless marriages are considered marriages where they have not had sex in 6 months or more. So this was definitely a sexless marriage that he was involuntarily in, which I think most of us can agree that this is madness, right? Especially if you have not agreed to this with your spouse. Obviously, this is a reason for him to be upset. Obviously, this is a reason, that he felt like it was worthy of getting a divorce, especially if he felt like she was withholding it because he was mad. And this is the main complaint that married men have, is that their single girlfriend, fiance went from having sex consistently and frequently to having a low sex drive, not being interested, not being intimate, and withholding sex when they're mad. We can all agree that this is abnormal and slightly outrageous, but I have seen several women in the comments like, well, what was he doing to make her want to withhold sex? And, you know, basically shifting blame. There was just so much outrage as to why this man would divorce this woman. And I believe that the story said that she was not sick. There was no illness. She was just withholding sex and he was sick of it. So I think I figured out why this is happening. But one thing that I've heard that I think is crazy is married men talking about the fact that they did not have to go without sex until they were married.
She said it, I didn't. They didn't have to go without that part of the relationship until they were married. So once you get married, you locked in. Now I could put my attitude on you, make you feel uncomfortable. We locked in. You ain't just gonna walk away. Listen, man. It's true. It's a true thing. You got an attitude, you thinking about something. I got an attitude, I'm thinking about something. We can't lock in. Initially, if you getting married for that, don't do it. If you getting married for love, don't do it. If you getting married for our energy, don't do it. No. Marriage comes with a purpose. Marriage comes with a task. A lot of people, you got an anomaly. We meet, we good, we locked in 80 years. We met at 20, we live to be that's an anomaly. The reality is, I can wake up and change. And because I don't understand what a marriage is, I'm finna divorce you, and vice versa. If I understood the decision that I make and the foundation we built and what we are trying to facilitate and what we are trying to grow and the legacy we trying to build and everything surrounding that, damn, I gotta eat it. If I'm being selfish, I'm finna leave you. Because in 10 years, our body shapes change and we aesthetically please and we confuse, we going. It's a hot topic. We're dealing with a hot topic. But the withhold, I ain't giving you none because you ain't giving. Now we playing a game. We ain't really husband and wife. We enemies. And I always been fascinated by how two people can lay together for 10 straight years. And because of inclination of it go left, they don't even talk for another 10. How wicked could we be? We laid up every day, all up in each other, all up on each other, understanding what we just did. And now, we don't even talk no more. God damn it. We ain't got 2 words together. There's a stranger in my house. Took a while to fit. There's no way you can be who you say you are. You gotta be some. 'Cause he wouldn't. How we strangers in the house, man? Every day. Understand what you doing and honor your commitment. Put a fight up. Because when you leave that commitment, you ain't running to nothing on the outside. See, we lightening it up. We giving y'all light. We fattening up the sandwich. We putting fat on it. A little bit of here, a little bit of there. Add a little bit of oregano. Add some vinegar. Add some sweet onion, honey mustard, mayo, extra salami, honey wheat bread, little chips, a little juice, a little water on the side. We fattening up the sandwich because we ain't trying to really give it to you, so we adding a little salt on it, salt and pepper. How you gonna withhold from a gangster, a man that's really, really, really ready to take it? You're going to lose your husband just to go out here and run into another person that you saying, you know what? I messed up over there. I learned from my mistakes. He can do whatever. When you could have did that if you would have woke. Don't give up. Yeah. She said it, I didn't, but I'm going to need you to do me a favor. Yeah. Listen to him right now, and I'm going to need you to keep.
Nobody cares about you is something that was never made clear to me. And I mean that in the most positive, optimistic, inspiring, motivating way, especially if you see yourself as a creative or you want to exist on YouTube or as a filmmaker, or a musician, or as an artist or a painter, any of those things. Like, you think that everybody's paying attention. And because of that, it kind of controls how you think, like, how are people going to react to this? I was so aware. And the reality is nobody gives a shit. Everybody is so focused on themselves in this world. Nobody has time for you. And the sooner you accept that as a creative person, the sooner you're free. Like, you're totally free. Like, do exactly what feels right to you.
They're going to judge you. They don't care. You can lose everything. Don't nobody care. A real man understand that. I go through Chicago on a daily basis. Most of the people that run up to my car, I don't care where I'm at. Evanston, Humble Park, Oak Brook, Aurora, Naperville, Calumet City, Cal Park, Riverdale, River Oaks, Hammond, everywhere. There's always a young man. When I say young man, I'm just being respectful to the human being young. 70 on down, 80 on down. Man, hey, young fella, can you help me out with a little something? Man, what's up, big dog? I'm struggling, man. I just want to give me something to eat. So you left out there to your own vices, dolo, by yourself. Whether it's the choices or the circumstances that put you there. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot give up. You can go through. I've been going through my whole life. I just wear it well. That's why I'm finna get to a point where I'm opening up through this pod. I'm opening up through interviews. I'm opening up through talking. And then it's gonna be very difficult with me. I've been through since the day I was born. It's always been something at a young age, and I ain't understand. Seeking ye shall find. Seeking ye may not find out. Yeah, it's serious. And as a person that keeps going, there's attempts been made to stop me. Things been set in front of me to waver me, to tell me to stop, to make me stop. They can't make me do jack shit. I'm right here. You better keep going. They gon' hate. Let them hate. You just continue to be great. Okay? They gonna look at you. They gonna talk about you. But they a dummy and they name start with the letter B. Okay? And there's only one word in their name that start with the letter B. Broke equal hater. That's them. Now they might be a Brandon, and if he a Brandon, so be it. But if he a Brokey, then you got to deal with Brokey. Okay? It might be a Brittany. Hey, Brittany. There's one out there. She fine. She was jumping on Charleston White, bouncing on it. She knows she is. Her name Brittany. But so be it. But if you're a Brokey, yeah. Bruce. What's up, big Bruce? I know some Bruces. I just got through hugging Bruce. What's up, Bruce? Love. We under the act. We just show love where we at. We ain't got nothing to do with nobody. So if it's a Bruce, show him love. But if you a brokey, if it's a Brianna, I met a Brianna downtown Miami. You should have seen Brianna popping. I said, well, I'll be damned. I said, whoa. She was popping. I like Brianna. But right on the side of Brianna was a brokey. See that? It's real tricky when you go with that. Okay? Keep going. Don't stop. It's a good night for me. I'm feeling pretty good. We dropped a few gems. This is a real reality. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk, swallow, spit. That's what we're going to do. We're going to vibe with ours. We're going to sit here and relax, get in a good mode, and be thankful because we're floating. Huh? And some leather so soft. Yeah, hit the Patreon. Look, we're gonna put you in the Patreon. We're going to get you right. Yeah, look. We're gonna fix it. Look at that. If y'all want to know what's going on, we're gonna put you in the Patreon and get you right. You want to get right? Patreon? Keep going. Do that for me. Bigger play.
Lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a semi truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play. Death before dishonor is the only way.